Women around the world are marking a day meant to celebrate them today by making sure their voices of change are heard all year round. And a word of caution, there's no shortage of strong language. CTV's Jill Makishon now on the powerful new brand of female persuasion.
In 2018, you'd better be careful how you honor women. Like this flip of the Golden Arches to a W, leading some to ask McDonald's if it will turn over into better wages. On this International Women's Day, symbolism doesn't stand a chance, and women are done mincing words.
A dyke, a rug muncher, a slut, a whore.
Reading rants from trolls on her social media account, a Scottish MP became the first person to use the C word in Parliament.
There is no softening just how sexualised and misogynistic the abuse is.
Following the Me Too movement and Time's Up, the centuries-long fight for equality has the feeling of a new beginning.
We are no longer going to be harassed. We are no longer going to be mistreated or discriminated against.
In Manila, they protested their president, calling him among the worst violators of women's rights in Asia. In Spain, a female first-ever full-day strike, protesting the wage gap and gender violence. The striking workers shut down rail service. Here in Canada, the Prime Minister was given an award at an International Women's Day lunch. But the work is far from done. Women are less likely to have full-time employment. On average, they earn 13 cents less on every dollar than men. And women are still underrepresented in law enforcement, the private sector, and politics.
That's not acceptable. That has to change.
And experts believe it will. This movement has no signs of weakening.
And the combination of the use of social media and the use of marches really is energizing people at every move.
What has been called a pivotal time for women's rights, many say, is no longer limited by just a day. Jill Makishon, CTV News, Winnipeg.
As for trailblazing women in Canada, Viola Desmond certainly fits the bill. The civil rights pioneer's portrait is on the new $10 banknote.
This is amazing, unique. Our family will go down in history.
Desmond made history when she refused to leave the whites-only section of a Nova Scotia movie theater in 1946, nearly a decade before Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus. Desmond was removed by force and thrown in jail overnight for her act of defiance. Now, more than 70 years later, she becomes the first black person and first non-royal woman to grace Canadian currency in regular circulation.